In March of this year, City Council accepted the original cost of work to build the new Fire Hall number 1 at just over $7.1 million. Now, just 5 months later, City Council approved an increase in the budget, leaving the new cost to build the hall at just over $8.4 million.
There's various shortages around the world. CCANs are in short supply. We are a global economy. A lot of things move. COVID has had drastic effects that no one thought about, that supply chain would all of a sudden be tightened up dramatically. So we're seeing that affect us.
City administration cited many reasons for the cost increase, including the pandemic's impact on the global supply chain and increased demand and hoarding of overseas materials. The low amount of local vendor submissions also added to the higher cost.
We've tried to ensure that dollars are spent locally, but those dollars are the best dollars being spent locally. And if they're not, from the perspective, people have to remember we are in charge of the public purses. It's referred to the taxation money that comes in. So we want to ensure that we're getting the best value for the dollar.
In 2019, it was determined that the current Fire Hall number 1, originally built in the 1940s, was at the end of its life and needed to be replaced. But since the pandemic hit, provinces and the federal government have spent a lot on infrastructure projects as a way to stimulate the economy. With all these new projects, the already high cost of materials continues to rise. Mayor Albers says all these factors caught up with the city.
People are building facilities like fire halls. They're building new recreation facilities, new libraries. We're very fortunate. Our library is almost complete. Thank goodness we got past that one. But in this case, the fire hall, it had an effect.
The contractor has already found close to $140,000 in cost savings on the project and will continue to look for ways to save money. City administration is confident that there will not be another need to increase the budget. Mayor Albers defends the way the city decided to approach this project, adding it's not a want, it's a need.
We could have been in the same position potentially as the city police station the RCMP detachment went through a few years ago. Had we awarded it as a single source contract or through that to one builder, and that builder couldn't maintain the levels, they could have gone broke, and then we'd be dealing with a surety and all sorts of challenges. So I would rather be upfront with the taxpayers and say this is what's going on, but as it was indicated, this isn't going to cost the taxpayers more money. We found grant money that we can use.
The city is expecting to put $400,000 back into reserves after they sell the land of the existing fire hall. For Primetime Local News, I'm Jace Mackey.